What came first, the chicken or the egg? The unanswerable question. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The answer, you know, has been difficult to peg. No one has known throughout all the ages, not seers, not kings, not teachers or sages. With just such a secret, with just such a riddle, the answer, it seems, was right in the middle. Could the egg come first, without a chicken to lay it? Could the chicken come first, without the egg to hatch it? The answer to this riddle has always been hazy.
The answer is chicken. Oh, you all must be crazy.
How could you have a chicken come first without having an egg from which it could burst?
Then the egg it must be if it can't be the chicken.
The answer I'll tell you if you just sit and listen. The story starts a long time ago, before ever a chicken was hatched and could grow. The story begins with two birds not together, two birds that were born from a different feather. The first of the birds was a girl from a flock. The flock's name was Chin. They were all from one stock. The birds from Chin were all short and round, sat close to the earth, near the worms underground. Chins all looked alike, from far and from near. The one thing that set so different was clear. For under their beaks they all had two wattles that bounced when they walked, it wiggled and bobbled. So then it makes sense for how they were claimed. Their wattles, it proves, how they were named. Above their wattles their beaks set a grin. It only makes sense to name them all Chin. The second was a boy who came from a stock. Ken was the name of all of their flock. The birds of Ken were all tall and clean, a bit silly, bit fluffy, bit long and lean. But the thing that stood out above all else that matter was the comb on their head that looked like a splatter. One day when out walking and away from his kin, he spotted a girl. The girl was a Chin. She was round and quite pretty. He must go to meet her. So off he went in an effort to greet her. At last they had met. It was love at first sight. They must get married, and married tonight. She said, too fast, even though she was smitten. First we must ask all the Chins for permission. All the Chins gathered round to see what's the trouble. The girl and boy stepped forward and asked to be a couple. The elder Chins gathered together in a huddle. When they broke from the group, their answer was not subtle.
We forbid this marriage of Ken and Chin. No, not now, for it never has been. No buts or ifs or maybes about it. A Ken and a Chin, we must be without it. For if this marriage was ever to be, your chicks would not be Chins. This you must see.
The couple then left and got married that night. To the Kens they would go, the Kens would fit right. First thing in the morning, the Kens gathered round to see a new couple with egg. They all frowned.
You must be joking. She is not one of us. She isn't a Ken.
It stirred quite a fuss.
No, you must leave. A Ken you are not. No, you must go and find your own lot.
So off they went, Ken and Chin, left forever. For birds of a feather must all flock together. They began their journey with their egg in tow. They looked for a family with which they could grow. They stumbled along a mule on their way. They stopped to greet him and started to say, we are two birds, one Ken and one Chin, searching for a family but know not where to begin. The mule looked at them crossly.
I'm a mule, of course. My mom was a donkey and my father a horse. I cannot help you, I'm just not that smart. The liger down there,
he will give you a start. So off to the liger the couple did go, off to the liger with egg in tow. Dear liger, please help us to find what we seek. Finding a family of both Ken and Chin is quite bleak. I cannot help you. I'm just a liger. My father a lion, my mother a tiger. The liger yawned, stretched, and pointed his paw. He's the wisest. The birds looked. A dog's what they saw. So off to the dog they went in a hurry, toting their egg in hand they did scurry. Oh, dog, please help us. We are both Ken and Chin. We are seeking our flock, but don't know where to begin. The dog looked up wisely and started to speak. You have no flock. It's a name you must seek. You see, I'm a pit bull, name given from my master. A name's what you seek, a name's what you're after. To find your name, you must do what you can. To get your name, it must come from a man. You see, man has named all creatures on earth. Man's given all names, from death to birth. Man named me Pit Bull, though I'm just a dog. My mother a terrier, my father a bulldog. So off to find your name over there. Off to find your name, but beware. My master loves the taste of bird meat, so be smart, be careful, and quick on your feet. He is there in a chair. It looks like he's sleeping. I've got a plan for you to do with some creeping. The birds listened to the dog and found such a way to get a name for their family of birds of today. Chin carried her egg, and to bushes she went, with branches sharp and prickly is where she was sent. Chin with her egg sat covered and waited. Ken went to the man as if to be baited. Ken crowed as loud as he could to awake. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The man jumped to his feet, and his hand with a rake. He chased after Ken, to the bushes they raced. The man caught the Ken bird, in his hands he embraced. He laughed, "What a meal this is going to be!" He then heard a cracking, and stooped low just to see. A new baby bird in the bushes there sat, by its mother, but different, with some sort of hat. The man looked at the Ken, on its head was a comb. Then he looked at the mother with feathers on her dome. Then he looked at the chick, and it all came together. A new bird this must be, a new bird of a feather. What shall I name it? Neither Chin nor Ken? Since it came from them both, I shall call it Chicken. He set the Ken down and started to grin. Take care of your baby and make more chicken. So there you have it, the end to our riddle. The answer now known, there is no more middle. The egg came first, from a Chin and a Ken. The egg came first, before the chicken. Chicken or egg is the question you send. The answer is egg, and that is the end.